50 years, the Spanish and Portuguese have carved out vast new empires in the New World. From New Mexico in the north to Argentina in the south. And high in the Andes in South America. A discovery that will launch a new era in the story of mankind. Potosi, a mountain made of silver. Formed when continental plates collide 170 million years ago, the Andes are the richest source of silver in the world. Magma from the Earth's crust pushes rich silver veins towards the surface, creating in Potosi silver veins up to 12 feet thick. In the next 300 years, Potosi will supply 80% of all the silver in the world.
We put a great value on that which is rare. You can take silver and break it up into small bits so that they become a standard value currency. And with that, you can purchase and you can trade with other societies, and it's going to increase the wealth of the entire world.
But within 20 years, the richest silver ore is mined out, leaving Spanish engineers with a problem. The remaining ore is too low grade for the silver to be extracted using heat.
Spaniards had never encountered anything like silver ore before and didn't know how to refine it. The techniques that they used actually just ended up boiling away the silver.
The riches of America trapped inside its rocks. But in 1553, a man arrives with a secret formula, the key that unlocks the wealth of the New World. Bartolomé Medina. Experimenter, innovator, entrepreneur. A textiles trader from Spain, he's traveled 5,000 miles to make his fortune. His idea will build new cities and empires, create new ways of living, launch new conflicts, and help to fund some of the man-made wonders of the world.
Mercurio.
A chemical formula for extracting silver using mercury. But at first, the method that worked in Europe fails. Medina doesn't realize that the silver-bearing rocks of the Andes have fewer traces of copper than those of Europe, essential for the formula to work. For months, he experiments, searching for a solution.
I've suffered mental anguish. I begged Our Lady to enlighten and guide me so that I might be successful.
Medina was an entrepreneur who saw a problem and fiddled and experimented until he came up with a solution.
Finally, a breakthrough. The missing ingredient, a common substance used to tan leather, copper sulfate. Reacting with mercury, the missing catalyst that separates the silver from its impurities. The key that turns the mines of Potosi into the richest source of silver mankind has ever known.
What Medina did was he made those silver mines of South America dramatically more productive. And the flow of silver going into global trade just took off overnight.
220 tons of silver mined each year. Potosi becomes the busiest industrial complex in the world. In each year, in 3 giant furnaces, the Spanish mint 2.5 million silver coins. Pesos de ocho, pieces of 8, the world's first universal currency. Silver becomes the key to mankind's prosperity.
These Spanish coins are seen everywhere in the world. They unite the world in a web of commerce.
A single coin worth the equivalent of $80 today. Legal tender in the USA until 1857. The scroll and pillars of the Spanish royal crest inspires one of the world's most potent symbols, the dollar sign.
The result is extraordinary. The entire world's economy is affected as this silver just explodes out of the Americas, crosses the Pacific, crosses into Europe, and there's an enormous burst of prosperity. This is the true beginning of globalization.
Spanish fleets ship 50,000 tons of silver out of the Americas, creating a new Atlantic trade.
Suddenly we have mass quantities coming onto the market, which is going to really transform all of European trade. And what we see is a whole new booming economy in Europe.
New trading centers rise. Seville, Lisbon, London. And on the coast of a small new country, the Netherlands, the world's richest and busiest trading city.